we have the delay on the camera?
I don't know if they have a delay or not. I don't think it does.
Alright.
If you watch what's going on there, you'll know it.
Yeah, I'll just look at the screen. Yeah. How do I change the start time for this?
No, don't worry about that.
All
I'm
right,
talking about on the stream itself. Talking about here.
Oh, yeah. Alright, okay. Is it...
That's fine. That's fine. Just take it off now.
Oh, yeah. I guess.
Is
Put
it...
your names in.
Yeah.
Info.
Is it down... This here?
Yep, and then go up.
Oh, I see, yeah. Yep.
Hello and welcome to STC TV. I'm Edison Palumbi alongside Hill Butler. And tonight, St. Christopher's, for the first time in 9 years, has a chance to clinch the Prep League regular season title with a win. This building was a house of horrors for them last year, losing all 3 times they made the trip up to Charlottesville. But as Alex Petrie said, in the first game these two teams played earlier this year, last year is not this year. The Saints went 0-4 against St. Anne's Belfield last year. They won the first matchup, and they very well could match up past just tonight. When you look at the Prep League tournament and then the state tournament, this game was delayed a bit due to the tight ending of the JV game and then the Senior Day festivities. We are just about ready to go after the anthem. These two teams met back in January at Scott Gym. St. Christopher's won that game 61-50 with some heroics from Darius Gray. It's going to take one of their best efforts of the season if they can go into this building and win, a building where they lost 3 times last year. It'll be the same 5 starters as usual for both teams. It'll be Stuart Cosby and Austin Williford tipping it up. About 34 minutes after this game was supposed to start, we are finally off here in Charlottesville. And the opening tip controlled by St. Anne's Belfield. Here's Denzel Bullock-Coles. Over to Williford, guarded by Elijah Brandon. Hands it off to Chance Mallory. The Saints are going to have to do a lot to contain him tonight. Now here's Williford in the corner. The St. Joe's commit drives on Stuart Cosby, pulls up from the free throw line, and gets the bounce. First 2 points of this game go to St. Anne's. And I'm sure the question that every St. Anne's player and coach was trying to figure out before this game, what can they do to stop Darius Gray? They have Bullock-Coles on him, and Gray will get it. On the wing here, double team comes, finds Cosby. Shot clock down to 6, now it's with Brandon on the wing. Clock down to 3, Saints need to get one up. Burnett hoists from the logo. No good, rebound though, taken by Brandon, and he'll get the second chance points.
And EB just flew in there. I mean, 3 guys around him. That's a great job to hurry up and get that rebound. And open 3 goes in for St. Anne's.
That was not a great job in transition defense by the Saints as Cody Gordon left wide open and makes him pay with 3 points. As now Brandon trying to create some space. That's an offensive foul. He's been plagued by some of those this season, most notably against John Marshall, where he picked up 3 of them. Just has to be a bit more careful with extending that forearm. And so a point will be taken off the board from Stab. They're going to say Gordon had a foot on the line, so it's only 4-2. Here's Bullock-Coles, nice pass inside for Mallory, and an easy look at the rim for Chance Mallory. Six to 2 Stab early. And Brady Burnett tries to get it inside for Darius Gray, but it's stolen away by Bullock-Coles. Now Williford gets in the lane and scores.
Stab just bringing the heat early here. Just 8 points real close together there.
Coach Jones not happy with what he sees. He'll take a timeout. St. Christopher's trails 8-2, just under 2 minutes in. Back out of the timeout. Saints off to a bit of a slow start. Trailing 8-2 early. Stab hasn't missed a shot, and the Saints are having a bit of a hard time getting Darius Gray involved in the offense early, something they did not struggle to do the first time these teams met up. Have him take it from half court here. Bullock-Coles daring him to drive left. He does through a heap of contact, but still gets it to fall. Now Stab wanting to go quick. Mallory already has it across and has Stab in the offense just 5 seconds into the shot clock. Now here's Bullock-Coles, tries a 3. No good, but the rebound tapped loose, and it'll be controlled by Williford. Now Gordon tries again. Missed it, and the rebound controlled by Cosby. Bullock-Coles is down. The Saints have a 5-on-4. Gray drives, kicks to the corner. Burnett. And that's an offensive foul. Williford stepped in and took the contact. And what looked like a promising fast break for the Saints will be wiped away. Gordon hands off to Chance Mallory. Now Williford on the wing. Shoots over Brandon and left it short. Rebound by Gray. Outlet to Brandon, but slips out of his hands, and he can't save it. Williford comes away with it. 3-on-2 for Stab. In the corner now, Bullock-Coles 3-pointer. Wide right, but Mallory, the offensive rebound, left it short. The rebound tapped out by Gray, controlled by Brandon. And Brandon tried to find Wally Jones. Jones wasn't looking, and he threw it away. Here we go, Wayne! 8-4 Stab early. As Here's Williford, gets a switch on to Wally Jones. Now it's Cosby on him. Slip pass to Mallory, and somehow gets that shot to fall. Was looking for a foul, didn't get it, but even falling to the floor, managed to get that one to go.
It's just great job powering through that contact there, and there's a three by Steve Cosby.
A three-pointer there from Cosby as he gets the shooter's roll. Here's Mallory again. Switch on to Brandon. Now Mallory pulls up from three and connects.
That did not look like a smart shot from where I was standing, but it certainly worked out for him.
Even going back to last year, the Saints, just like how we talked about, Stab was needed to focus on stopping Darius Gray. The Saints need to find a way to contain Mallory. And now a double team comes. Gray dumps it off. Wally Jones gets kicked in the back, but he'll go to the line for two. A foul on Williford. It'll be his first. And Jones will be at the line shooting two. And Jones misses the first. The free throw line has been anything but free for St. Christopher's this year. One of the issues that has plagued them for the majority of this season. And Jones missed them both. And now Stab wants to run. Here's Gordon. Jones does a good job getting back. Gordon gets in the lane, missed it, and out of bounds. And staying with Stab. So checking in for the Saints is Colin Johnson. And now Bullet Coles drives on Brandon, gets up and under, and scoops it in. So 15-7, the score early. Here's Brady Burnett, guarded by Jaden Brown. Finds Cosby, top of the key, gets around Williford, gets in the lane, and missed it. He was trying to look to draw a foul there. Now here's Mallory, finds Gordon, puts it up a three through two defenders and hits. Everything falling for Stab early. Their lead already up to double digits 5 minutes in.
Yeah, maybe a bit of a heat check there. Saints, and St. Anne Belfield Saints, that is, are deadly accurate from three in this short amount of game we've played so far.
Now here's Colin Johnson, gets knocked over, keeps his dribble. Shot clock down to 10. Gray drives, loses it, but it's a block on Bullet Coles.
That's a good job by Colin Johnson there, just keeping his dribble up, not turning the ball over.
So Gavin Johnson checks in. That's a deep three from Brandon. He connects.
I like that quick shot there.
These two teams putting on a clinic from behind the arc early. And now Williford. That one from just inside the arc, but same result.
Stab is not missing right now, just three after three after three.
20-10 with 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Darius Gray goes up through a double team. A lot more contact, still no whistles, but he scores anyways. Now Williford splits two defenders. Picks up his dribble and falling away. That's a tough shot. No good. And Gray the rebound. That was a dangerous pass there as he barely got by the outstretched arms of Denzel Bullet Coles. Now Brandon, heat check. No good, but the long rebound out to Burnett. Spinning, gets inside. Left the floater short. And they're going to get Gavin Johnson on a foul there as he tried to rip it away from Austin Williford. Williford gets a switch on to Colin Johnson. And now it's Mallory. Hands it off to Bullet Coles. Gavin Johnson navigates the screens well. And Bullet Coles drives, gets in the lane, blocked by Colin Johnson. And now Brandon wants to run. A lot of contact, no whistles. But he'll find Gray, slips, keeps his dribble. Now Darius Gray gets inside and scores.
That's what Darius Gray has been bringing for the Saints all year. Just excellent play inside the paint.
And Mallory hoists and hits. That's the type of range that has gotten him offers from some of the best schools in the country. It was once committed to UVA, has since decommitted and reopened his recruitment. But he is a special offensive player. As now Gray gets inside and tough fadeaway. Now Mallory thought about another one, but passes it up. And Bullet Coles has it knocked away by Johnson. Brandon running. And Burnett goes up and lays it in. Now clock down to 6. Here's Mallory. Hoists. Missed it. Rebound Gray. And from 3/4 of the court, not too far off. A high-scoring first half. 23-18 your score. We'll be back in a few minutes. Welcome back. Second quarter just about ready to get underway. Saints down 5, which all things considered with the phenomenal display from behind the arc that Stab and specifically Chance Mallory put on, the Saints would not complain about only being down 5.
Yeah, St. Anne's just raining it down, just heat check after heat check, putting it on the Saints from 3.
And Chance Mallory is making some shots that you wouldn't even expect someone to even consider taking. But such a good shot maker. Those are shots that you have to think about with him. As Bullet Coles can't connect. Burnett pulls down the rebound, wants to run with the right hand, missed it. I think Mallory might have gotten a piece of it. And now here is Mallory running the floor, leaves it off Bullet Coles, and he'll be fouled by Roberts.
About as clear a foul as you'll see called.
Now Bullet Coles at the line for 2, hits the first. And it was a quick rest for Darius Gray. He's only going to miss 43 seconds of game time before coming back. And 1 for 2 trip for Denzel Bullet Coles. 24-18 as Darius Gray going to be fouled by Mallory. It's only number 1 on Mallory. I'm sure the Saints would love to get him in foul trouble.
Yeah, hard to stay off of Darius when he's that big.
And now Gray drives on Williford, gets inside, and he'll go to the line for 2. They're going to get Axel Turbe on that foul, not Williford. And they're going to call that foul on the floor, so the Saints will not get free throws. They will inbound. Now Cosby gets around, gets to the free throw line, passes it back out Brandon. Clock down to 12. Brandon gets in the lane, leaves it off Colin Johnson. Floater up, no good. Rebound Williford. Now he's running the floor, goes up around Cosby and scores. Transition has not been a good area for the Saints so far this game. They themselves have been turning the ball over and just moving a bit too fast on their fast break opportunities, but Stab has done a very good job with theirs. Now clock down to 9. Here's Brandon, left open from behind the arc, but a bit off to the left. Now Mallory gets in the lane, and he's fouled. And uncharacteristic miss there from Mallory at the line.
Yeah,
He's
it's not a
usually
guy
automatic.
you usually expect to miss, but in and out on that one.
And 1 for 2 for Chance Mallory. The lead back up to 9 for Stab. And a dangerous pass there by Brandon. It's taken away, but then it's thrown out of bounds by Jaden Brown.
Yeah, lucked out a bit there with that bad pass just going straight out.
Yeah, St. Christopher certainly caught a break. As now here's Greg in the corner. Burnett, three-pointer, no good. And the rebound, Mallory. Body's on the floor on the other end. Mallory gets in the lane, and he's fouled. So Mallory will find himself right back at the free throw line after going 1 for 2 on his last trip. And hits the first. And 2 for 2 this time for Mallory. The lead up to 11 for Stab. They've opened the quarter on a 6-0 run. And the Saints will take a timeout. Hello and welcome back. Stab has opened up this quarter on a 6-0 run, and they've extended their lead to a game-high 11.
Saints been doing a good job to keep it close. It just let up a couple consecutive baskets there, end out before they to start the quarter, before they took the timeout.
Now here's Brandon on the wing. Over to Cosby, gets it inside for Gray. Going at Bullet Coles, spinning, gets inside, missed it. Just too much on it there, and now Stab wants to run once again. Williford goes right at Cosby and scores.
Surprised not to see a foul called there.
Now here's Gray, and he traveled. Now Mallory just checked back in, immediately goes inside with the left, but missed the layup with some good interior defense from Stuart Cosby. Now Gray goes coast to coast, and a lot of contact on his arms there. And they're gonna call that Saints ball. I'm not sure if Iturbe stepped out of bounds or... No, the possession error is with Stab, so I guess they have to be saying Iturbe stepped out of bounds. Cosby will inbound, finds Gray. Saints badly needing points. Down 13, Stab has opened the quarter on an 8-0 run. They get it into Gray. Darius Gray going to work, goes up, and missed it again.
Colin Johnson over-secured the rebound there, but couldn't quite do it.
Here's Williford. Kicks it out. Jaden Brown, a three. No good. Another rebound for Gray. Up ahead to Brandon. The Saints want to run. Pulls up from three. No good. Just nothing going down for the Saints this quarter. They still have not scored. And now here's Mallory. Finds a double team over to Brown. A few steps inside the arc, but no good. Now here's Brandon again, drives in strong. Colin Johnson, they need it. They got it. The first points of the quarter for St. Christopher's come from a Colin Johnson three.
There's a great pass there too by EB, and finally putting something in. Saints really needed it to get their footing.
Here's Bullet Coles, goes at Gray. Good defense. Now Iturbe a three. Too strong, and Gray the rebound. Brandon over to Stuart Cosby. Now Johnson in that same corner where he just hit a three. Gives it off to Darius Gray on the wing. Rockets one to Burnett. His three. No good. Long rebound controlled by Iturbe. And Mallory wants to run once again. Gets a screen. Puts up a three. No good. But Bullet calls the rebound. Stripped by Burnett though. And now the Saints have a 2-on-2. Here's Brandon. Gets in the lane. Scores. Tough shot from Elijah Brandon.
And an excellent job there by Brady Burnett to shoot the ball. I just knocked it right out of his hands as soon as he came down with it.
Burnett did a good job to deny the ball from Mallory. And there's Bullet Coles for three. Very good defensive possession there from the Saints. Stab was trying to do everything to get it to Mallory, but... And they're going to call a carry on Darius Gray. Just as things started to swing back towards the Saints, a unfortunate call there as Darius Gray gets hit with a carry. And now here's Williford. Drives on Brandon, pulls up over him. No good. And Brandon the rebound. Darius Gray has eaten a lot of contact tonight and just not getting those foul calls.
Usually that big, you see a lot of foul calls just because guys can't help but do it, but...
And now here's Gray again with the left, lays it in up the hook. Now here's Mallory. And they're going to get Gray on a foul. That'll be his second. And trying to prevent that third before the half, Coach Jones will give him a rest.
Yeah, that's a
Nate
good
Roberts
move there.
will come in. (31-25), a minute 25 left. Here's Huang, gets inside. And Williford had a good look, just missed it. And that's an and one. So Haoshang Huang will shoot one. The Saints defensive rebounding, let them down. And it lets them down again as there's Williford. And he'll go to the line. As Williford misses the first. And Williford misses both, but another offensive rebound for Stab. Bullet Coles, though, could not put away the layup. Now Brandon gets inside, and a ton of contact once again, but no whistles. Mallory on the other end leaves it off of Williford. He wasn't expecting it, though. That's the risk of that no-look pass. The defense doesn't know it's coming, but sometimes neither does the guy you're trying to get it to. A dangerous pass there from Burnett, but Mallory got a bit too overambitious. That's out of bounds, though, staying with St. Christopher's off the Brandon miss. Cosby will inbound, finds Harrison Miller, can't hit the layup, and now Stab wants to run again. Mallory wasn't expecting it, goes up, had blocked by Johnson. And now the Saints have numbers 3-on-2. Miller in the corner, back to Burnett, right back to Miller. Left wide open, missed it though. Rebound, Gavin Johnson. Ball knocked loose. And they're gonna get a foul somewhere. I think they're gonna say Johnson tripped up Williford. And that's the fifth on the Saints, so it'll be Jaden Brown at the line. And Brown hits the first. Two for two. So about half a second between shot and game clock. Saints down 10. Here's Brandon. Over to Johnson on the wing. Now Cosby top of the key. And pass nearly stolen. But Burnett able to recover. Clock down to 7. Brady Burnett spinning. Hoists a three. No good. Rebound Bullet Coles from half court. And no good. A lot of scoring, 35-25. The score. We'll be back in 10 minutes. Hello and welcome back out of the half. Stab up 10. Their hopes of a Prep League championship lie on winning tonight. Not as much on the line for St. Christopher's as Jaden Brown can't hit, but another offensive rebound by Bullock Coles. Tied up and through two gets it away. They'll reset with Mallory. Now Williford left all alone, walks into a three, can't bank it in. Rebound Brandon. But as I was saying, not as much on the line for St. Christopher's tonight. If they lose, they can still take a share of the Prep League with a win at Collegiate tomorrow. Or if they lose to Collegiate and Woodbury also beat Stab, but there's Williford, and he'll go up and throw it down. For Stab, their hopes of taking a Prep League championship at all lie on winning tonight. If they were to lose, St. Christopher's would clinch the sole crown. As now here's Burnett, hits a three. And Mallory gets downhill, gets in the lane, and he'll be fouled. And that's number 3 on Darius Gray.
Yeah, and the refs have not been kind to Darius tonight.
So 2 free throws coming up for Chance Mallory. And he hits the first. And 2 for 2 at the line for Mallory. Brandon gets inside, back out Wally Jones, rips inside and scores.
It's a good move there, getting around everybody and putting that up.
Now here's Mallory. Here's Jaden Brown, wide open, connects from 3.
Saints putting a lot on Mallory, trying to stop him from scoring, and that just opens up so much for St. Anne's.
Every time St. Christopher's has tried to pull closer, Stab has had an answer. Brandon keeps his dribble alive, gets it off to Gray, clock down to 14. Darius Gray drives on Bullock Coles, gets inside, and missed it. The Saints wanted a foul, and they had a good case. Now alley-oop for Williford.
Trying hard to get that highlight there.
That was a dangerous pass by Mallory. So now here's Burnett. A lot of contact, throws up a runner, it's too strong. And now Williford on the other end. Missed it. Bullock Coles tries to tap it up, but the rebound out of bounds off St. Christopher's. Mallory will inbound, finds Bullock Coles. Now up top, Williford. Now Mallory, he'll try another 3, no good. Rebound Brandon. Now Darius Gray at the top of the key, the Saints down 12. Gray drives, gets in the lane, and scores. A timeout will be taken by Coach Jones. St. Christopher's trails by 10. With just under 5 minutes to go in the third. Welcome back. St. Christopher's down 10 with 4:45 to go in the third quarter. They've switched into a zone. Now in the corner, it's Gordon, gets in the lane, kicks it out. Jaden Brown a three, no good, but Mallory tries to sky in. Can't finish off the dunk, now up ahead Burnett. And blocked by Williford. Now on the other end, Mallory, corner three, blocked by Cosby. And now the Saints want to run after a chaotic sequence. Brandon gets inside, counted and one. Elijah Brandon. What a sequence there. The Saints have a fast break. Williford with the chase down block. Then on the other end, they get it up to Mallory. His three-pointer blocked by Cosby. And then Brandon with the and one. If the Saints can come back and win this game, that three-pointer that Cosby blocked is going to be so crucial for them. That's a 5-point swing there, even though Brandon missed the free throw. It turned from 3 points to Stab to 2 for the Saints because of that effort from Cosby.
Yeah, Saints, I mean, all season been saying they just need to hit free throws.
As now Williford pulls up and scores. Now Gray at the logo. Gets a screen from Cosby. Drives inside. Backing in, kick to the corner. Jones three-pointer. No good. And Gray chases down the board. Backing in on Bullet Coles once again. Spins and scores. It took a while, but Darius Gray finally fully in this game. Here's Gordon, finds Mallory, now it's Bullet Coles, shoots over Gray and hits. And now Stab gonna take a timeout, lead still at 10 with 3:04 to go in the third. Hello and welcome back. 3:04 to go in the third. The Saints still trail by 10. Every time they've pulled closer, Stab has had an answer. Here's Stuart Cosby at the top of the key. Finds Brandon on the wing. Gets it inside. Gray at the free throw line. Darius Gray spinning. Pulls back. Hook shot is good.
Putting the moves on him there.
These two teams starting to trade buckets. Not many stops late in this third quarter. Now Bullet Coles goes right at Burnett. And Cosby gets in and knocks it away. Gray running the floor. In the corner, Johnson. Now Brandon. It's good! Elijah Brandon pulls the Saints to within 5. That's the closest they've been since early in the second quarter. Bullet Coles goes right at Burnett. Leaves it off Mallory. And Bullet Coles tried to follow it up with a dunk, but missed it. And now Brandon tries again. No good. Rebound knocked loose, but they're going to get a foul on Cosby.
I get you want to dunk there, but I think safer option is just to tap it back in. I don't think you got to go that aggressive.
You know, something you would not have expected to see coming into this game that we saw on the other end. Darius Gray stepped in, tried to draw a charge against Chance Mallory, and got sent to the floor. That's not something you would have expected to see. About maybe 6 inches and 100 pounds between the two. So the floor cleaned up and we're ready to go. 46-41. Here's Bullock Coles. And knocked away by Brandon. Mallory grabbing at Burnett, still no whistles. And that was a pretty clear goaltend that they missed, but Burnett scores anyways. Down to one possession. Here's Williford. Drives on Colin Johnson, pulls back, pulls up, and hits. Now Colin Johnson gets inside and has it knocked out of his hands. They're going to stay with the Saints. As now here's Gray backing in on Bullock Coles, spins. And caught on 1 foot, back out Brandon, his three-pointer, no good. Long rebound out, and they're gonna get Johnson on a foul.
Under a minute left to go here in the third quarter.
Here's Williford. Kicks it to the corner. Three-pointer, Jaden Brown, no good. Long rebound controlled by Cosby. Off to Brandon, goes right at Mallory, gets inside, blocked by Chance Mallory. Caught up in the air though, and Johnson had it but lost it. Now Brown on the other end lays it in. Now Burnett going quickly, gets inside. And got smacked on the arm, no whistle. Stab can hold for the final shot. Williford drives at Burnett, steps back from the free throw line, left it short. Mallory the rebound, blocked by Gray. It's still loose, and they're gonna get a foul. If this is on Gray, that's number 4. And it's not. It's going to be on Hao Jiang Huang. So the Saints will have 1.4 to get a shot up. Gray will inbound. Down to the other end. And it'll be knocked away by Huang. And that'll do it for the third. 50-43 your score. Stay with us. Fourth quarter just about ready to get underway. Hello and welcome back. Fourth quarter just about ready to go. The Saints pulled close. They trailed by as much as 13. They got it down to 3. Stab expanded that lead up to 7 to end the quarter. And if the Saints can come away with 8 minutes of good basketball, they could come out of Charlottesville Prep League champions. They're going to get a foul on Mallory there. That's number 2 on Chance Mallory. The 2 in foul trouble for the Saints. Darius Gray and Colin Johnson each have 3. Here's Brady Burnett, finds Elijah Brandon. Now Burnett inside Gray. Darius Gray goes up and he's fouled. There were screams for a foul from both the Saints fans and benches. Bullet Coles shoved Gray off the ball, but Darius still able to get it back.
Gonna go to the line where he's struggled a bit this year. First free throw is off the front of the rim there.
Saints 0 for 6 at the line this game now. And when you're down 7, it's not a stat you want to have.
Second
Hits the
is
second,
good.
so splits the trip, cuts the lead to 6. Here's Bullet Coles downhill. Now kicks it back, Jaden Brown. Resets with Mallory. In the corner, Brown, three-pointer. It's good! Once again, Stab finding a counter. Every time the Saints get close, they push it back to 9 here. Now Colin Johnson, Brady Burnett gets it in for Gray. Double team comes. Gray goes up, tackled, but counted and one. There's just nothing you can do to guard that.
I mean, just got bodied there going up, still put it up.
You know, coaches stress that if you're going to foul a player in the act of shooting, make sure they can't get an and one. I think Chance Mallory did everything he could there to prevent Gray from still getting off a good shot, but it just didn't matter. And that is number 3 on Chance Mallory. That could be something to watch late in this game. And that's an offensive foul. Darius Gray steps in to draw the contact. And on both ends of the floor now, you see Gray sacrificing his body.
And that is Stab's 4th foul of the quarter. The Saints don't have any.
So yeah, the Saints, after one more foul, they'll be at the line. So now here's Brady Burnett. Gets it inside for Gray. Well, more like in the corner. And off the foot of Bullet Coles. Gets it back though. Now back out Cosby, three-pointer. No good. Rebound loose, and Mallory will control it. He wants to run. Jaden Brown, though, can't control it. That's a few times this game we've seen Chance Mallory just moving faster than everyone else on Stab.
Indiana by Colin Johnson there to EB.
The lead is 7 for Stab with 6 minutes to go. Here's Brandon. Gets a screen from Cosby. Puts up a 3. It's good! Elijah Brandon cuts the lead to 4.
Small as it's been in a while. Saints starting to get something going.
Now here's Mallory. Switch on to Gray. Chance Mallory drives, gets inside, and scores. Gray had to be careful. Didn't not want to pick up foul number 4. That's probably part of the reason it was so easy for Mallory at the rim there. And now here's Cosby. Finds Gray. Backdoor Colin Johnson goes up, and he's fouled by Axel Iturbe.
And that's a 5th foul for Stab. From now on, everyone that commit will send Chris to the line.
So any Stab foul the rest of this game will put the Saints at the line.
Colin Johnson. First free throw is good. One of the better free throw shooters on this St. Christopher's team.
His brother Gavin will check in for him if he makes the second one.
And second one off the rim.
So 1 for 2 trip cuts the lead to 5. Denzel Bullock-Coles hands it off Austin Williford. Williford pulls up over Cosby, left it short, long rebound out to Cosby now. It's Brandon. And he'll slow things down with Darius Gray. Gray spinning at the free throw line now, faces up, gets inside, floater is good. The lead is down to 3. Now it's Chance Mallory driving and he's fouled. That's only the first of the quarter on the Saints though, and only the second on Brandon. So not too consequential of a foul. Mallory will inbound, finds Bullock-Coles. Denzel Bullock-Coles driving, pulls up from the free throw line, no good, rebound. It's loose, but Gray comes away with it. It's Survey putting a lot of pressure on him. The Saints can tie it. For the first time since it was 0-0, Gray gets inside, floater, no good. Rebound, Williford. Stab has a 5-on-4. Austin Williford goes at Brady Burnett and scores. Stab will take a timeout, 5:20 to go. They lead by 5. Welcome back out of the timeout. St. Christopher's will have it. 4.5 minutes. They're down 5. Same 5 out there for both teams. Here's Elijah Brandon. In the corner, Colin Johnson. Gets it to Gray, kicks it out, Cosby, three-pointer, puts it in! Stuart Cosby cuts the lead to 2.
That is probably the smallest it's been since the very first seconds of the game.
It's the lowest it's been since it was 2-0. Mallory tries to answer. He can, out of bounds, off Stab. Chance Mallory trying to get a foul call, but there was nothing close to contact. The Saints can tie it for the first time since it was 0-0 or take their first lead of this game. Here's Elijah Brandon. And turns it over. Bullock-Coles gets in the passing lane. An offensive foul. Extended the forearm into Brandon. So he makes up for his error on the other end. That'll be number 3 on Bullock-Coles. And what a finish we have brewing here in Charlottesville. Prep League on the line. If St. Christopher's wins, they clinch the Prep League for the first time since 2016. If Stab wins, it'll go down to the final day, where both of these teams could, with a win, where St. Christopher's will take on Collegiate, Stab takes on Woodbury. If both teams win, they share the championship. If one team wins, the other team loses, the winner would win the championship, and if both teams lose, they would as well share the championship. Here's Darius Gray. Going downhill, Gray gets inside, blocked by Williford. Now Mallory comes away with it. Mallory goes up and lays it in. They switched Williford on to Gray for the first time all game. It's been Bullock Coles all night, but they put Williford on him, and the first possession turns out well for Stab, as they're going to get a foul there against Cody Gordon, and that's number 6. So it'll put the Saints at the line. Two crucial free throws coming up for Elijah Brandon. Free throws haunted them last year in the Prep League final at this building. They're 2 for 9 right now. And Brandon misses the first. As Jaden Brown will check in for Axel Iturbe. Brandon hits the second, cuts the lead to a single possession. As now Wally Jones will come in for Colin Johnson.
Every possession is crucial at this point in the game, this close.
Now Williford gets in the lane, blocked by, they're gonna call a foul. That was a very close call. Could have gone either way, but if you go by the letter of the law, I think it was the right one. Cosby was straight up for most of it, but then just barely extended that arm forward as Williford hits the first. And a 2-for-2 trip extends the lead to 5. Here's Darius Gray. Backing in on Williford. Spinning. Gray goes up strong. Missed it. Rebound by Cody Gordon. And now Gordon will pull it back. Drives at Gray. Gets in the lane. Euro step. Scores. The lead up to 7 now. As they're going to trap Brandon. Finds Jones under the rim. Back out Cosby. They need it. They got it. Stu Cosby for 3. Coach Jones will take a timeout. What a finish we have brewing here. 63-59 your score with 2:05 to go. Hello and welcome back. 4-point game with 2:05 to go. Stab will have it. It's with Denzel Bullock Coles in the corner now, Jaden Brown. Right back to Bullock Coles. Drives on Johnson. Johnson cuts him off and they'll get it to Chance Mallory. Gets in the lane, floaters up, left it short, but he draws a foul. So 2 big free throws upcoming for Chance Mallory. 4-point game, minute 43. And he hits the first. And hits them both. 6-point game with a minute 40. Here's Brandon. Over to Gray. Darius Gray backs in on Williford, gets inside, and lays it in. The Saints justifiably wanted a foul. Gray got smacked across the arms.
Yeah, just going through a lot of contact
right back
there.
to a 4-point game with a minute 18. It's with Chance Mallory. Burnett picking him up from 47 feet. Gets a screen from Brown, hoists a 3. It's good! Chance Mallory, ice cold. The lead up to 7 now for Stab. And that's a blocking foul against Cody Gordon. So 2 big free throws from Brandon. And he hits the first. Less than a minute to go now, 58.5. The Saints trail by 6. And missed the second. The Saints need a stop here. And they're going to get a foul on Brandon. Not the worst foul, as that's only number 4. So Stab will not be at the line. And it halts the momentum that Mallory had created. The shot clock incorrectly reset to 30, so Stab gets a few extra seconds. It's not looking like they'll use it, though, as Cody Gordon lays it in. Saints down 8. Burnett over to Gray. Saints need to go quickly. Gray kicks it out. Johnson, three-pointer. No good. Long rebound, though. Right back to him. Now in the corner, Brandon, wide open. Can't hit. Rebound loose and controlled by Williford. The Saints are going to have to play the foul game. Down 8 with 21 seconds. And Williford misses the first. And missed them both. Rebound Gray. Up to Burnett. Saints need to go quickly. Brady Burnett gets hit hard. No whistles once again. And that will just about do it. The Prep League Championship will go down to the final day as Stab responds with a win here on their home floor. Join us tomorrow at Collegiate. With the win, the Saints would at least take a share of the Prep League. depending on what happens with Stab at Woodbury. I'm Edison Palumbi alongside Hope Butler for STC TV. We thank you all for tuning in.